Hey guys, I'm Lynnie with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with the love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is going to be a he said, she said spread, which just means I'm going to be asking 4 questions. How do you see your person? How do you feel about your person? What you want from this connection? And how you're going to be moving forward in this connection. I'm going to be asking it from your perspective, and this deck is going to represent your voice, Aquarius. And then I'm going to be asking it from the perspective of the person that you are currently romantically connected to, wish to be romantically connected to, or the person on your mind romantically. This deck will represent their perspective. We're going to jump right into it. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become an official sunflower. How does Aquarius see, perceive, or think about the person that they are romantically connected to? We have the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. So I'm going to be asking all the questions and getting all the cards, and then I'll be going through one by one. How does Aquarius feel about this person? Okay. We have the Moon and the 7 of Swords. Oh, and the Queen of Swords here. That also flips. What does Aquarius want from the connection with this person? Something else flipped, but I don't know when that flipped. So I'm going to just put that back. What does Aquarius want from this connection? We have the Ace of Wands and the World. And how is Aquarius moving forward here in the 3D? How's Aquarius moving? Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. A little optimism there. Okay, and this deck will represent the voice and perspective of your person. How does this person see, perceive, or think about Aquarius? How does this? Okay. We have the Strength card, the Justice card, Leo, Libra, and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, how does this person feel about Aquarius? Okay, the way they came out was weird. We have the 6 of Pentacles, synchronicity on both sides. Not in the same position, just on both sides. And we have the 4 of Swords. What does this person want from their connection with Aquarius? We have the 9 of Swords and the King of Cups. And how is this person moving forward here in 3D? Oh, okay. We have the 5 of Wands, the Princess of Chalices, and we have the Stars. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. A little resistance there. Okay, so just based on kind of what I'm seeing a little bit here, I'm not necessarily certain if you have a history with this person or an extensive history with this person, but I do feel like something happened between you guys that kind of shifted the dynamic in a way, okay, that created some sort of mistrust or some kind of trust issue, okay? So the first question is how you see this person. We got the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. You see this person as very guarded. Okay, you see this person as somebody who, like the 9 of Wands is like the quote-unquote wounded warrior card, which means somebody has been through lots of trials and tribulations, and they're finally to this point where they can almost put all of their stuff down, but they're not quite there yet. It also represents a level of protection spiritually, but in this context, to me, it's talking about just them being very emotionally guarded, them having been wounded maybe in past situations, past relationships, or maybe even by you. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the history of you guys' relationship, so that I just see them as being very, very like on guard and very skeptical of any kind of anybody trying to get into their basically their emotional space. Kind of. The 3 of Pentacles suggests that they work well with others, that they're a good team player. You guys might be co-workers. You might work together on something, a project. You might have met on socials or on a dating app or something like that. But you just see them as somebody who doesn't let people in easily. Okay. The Moon, the 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is how you feel about them. This kind of, to me, inspires, like how you see them kind of inspires how you feel about them. You feel like they have secrets. They're strategic in the things that they tell you or the information that they give you. Like you might ask them a question and they might give you like one-word answers or very cryptic answers or something like that. It's almost like this person speaks in code as to not be like, I don't know, to not be fully understood. I feel like it's intentional. If you don't feel like you're really connecting with this person, it is intentional on their side. They are very guarded, it seems, because this is the perception that you have of them and how you feel about them. And I think that that's always an accurate reflection of what somebody is giving you, right? You just feel like this person has something to hide. Now, whether or not they have something to hide is not the issue. What we're dealing with right now is feelings, not necessarily facts. So when we're talking about the moon and the seven of swords, you feel like there's something this person is not telling you, or something that they're being strategic about when it comes to giving you information about it that could hurt you, harm you, or create mistrust in this dynamic. And I feel like it already has. I feel like the way that they communicate, or maybe the way that they withhold information or are very specific with what they share, creates this kind of mistrust or this dynamic in which you feel like they're not telling you everything, or they're not being open, and therefore you want to close up a little bit and you don't want to tell everything and you don't want to be so open, because at first you might have responded in the opposite way. But I feel like at this point, you just feel like this person is being a little too secretive for you. We have the Ace of Wands in the world, and your desires or intentions, like what you want out of this connection. And I just feel like you want to restart. You want a fresh start with this person in some way, shape, or form. Maybe in a way that like elicits more fun from the connection that you have with this person. You want it to be lighter, more like, I don't know, you want more of a sexy energy, a sexy vibe. You want the chemistry to, like, you want them to just allow it to flow. Like, you know, they're attracted to you, or at least you want them to be attracted to you. I do see you being attracted to them. And I just feel like you want it to be more of a like let's enjoy the chemistry we have together, the fire, the connection, the spark. Like let's build on that. Okay. So you're willing to put the past in the past and let go of whatever it is that was creating any kind of insecurity when it comes to this person. But you want there to be some sort of you know what I'm saying? You want to feel that passion, not just from you, but for you as well. How you're moving forward in this connection is the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So how you're moving forward based on the energy that you're currently in right now means that you're going to continue being open to with this person. If you haven't been open, let's say you decided to shut down because you feel like this person was hiding something from you, that could also be a reflection of your insecurities. If you come to that conclusion, I feel like it's going to allow you to open up again. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm not saying this person isn't hiding something. I just know you feel strongly that they are. Okay. You might find out that the reason they are the way they are is just because they don't let everybody in. Maybe they've been hurt a lot, and maybe they just aren't as vulnerable or have the capacity to be as vulnerable as you want them to be right now in this moment, because maybe you're somebody who just wears your heart on your sleeve, right? I feel like you're going to go back to a place where you do feel optimistic about this connection. You do feel like there's potential here with this person, and you're going to let them in again. I just feel like you're going to take it slow with them. You're going to be kind. You're going to give them some grace. You're going to be compassionate. And you're also going to understand that they're maybe not in the same emotional place that you are, and maybe they just need a little bit more love to coax them out of that space. What I will warn you against is trying to use your love to make people love you, because that doesn't ever work. But based on their side of things, I don't think that's going to be an issue, really. Okay, so we have the Strength card, the Justice card, and the Eight of Pentacles, and how they see, perceive, or think about you. This is really interesting to me, okay? Because if you don't have Leo or Libra placements, they just see you as somebody who's very like strong, very assertive, very in control of your energy, of your being. You know who you are. You know what you want. There's this idea, once again, with the Eight of Pentacles, that you guys are coworkers, or you're working together on something. You might be teammates on a team, or like you might work together in volunteer work, just whatever it is. There's some sort of, with Three of Pentacles on your side, the Eight of Pentacles on this side, there's some sort of link that connects you guys that isn't necessarily romantic, okay? If it doesn't actually represent a dating app on your side, which it may not, it just represents the way, I think it just represents the ways in which you guys have connected, and it's through work or through something creative, through some volunteer something, or just being on the same team working towards the same goal. That's how you guys connected. They see you as a very strong leader, just somebody who, like I said, very, very secure in who you are and what you bring to the table. And you don't, like, you know, I just see you like moving through, like I just see them, you inspire them as well. They see you as somebody to either aspire to be like, or to aspire to be with. Okay, they definitely see you in a very, like, they put you on a pedestal almost. It's kind of weird because your view of them is like they're secretive and they're guarded, and you know, I just want them to want me. And theirs is like, you are so amazing. Like, maybe that's their insecurity. Maybe that's why they have a hard time opening up with you, is because they feel like maybe you'll find out something about them that you won't like and you'll just hit the road, Jack. Maybe it's just more like, they don't see you on their level. They see you like above them, or they just see you as more powerful or more in your like really secure in your own energy. You know who you are, and maybe they don't feel that way about themselves, and that makes it a little bit harder for them to connect with you on that level. Or it's just there's some sort of barrier there, and it could literally be work, right? You might want this person to just take the risk, and they're just like a little bit more cautious about that. How they feel about you is the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So what I will say, the Six of Pentacles is a very positive synchronicity to have. There's this generosity in your energy and your spirit, and the way that you give people your time, the way that you show love, the way that you show up for people. I just feel like you're somebody that they feel like is very reliable, somebody who really cares about their friends, or somebody who shows up for the people that they love and that they care about, somebody who also brings some sense of peace or comfort into their life in some way. It's almost like they feel like you could be somebody who like really cares. I want you guys to look at this card. Look how the feminine energy in this card is stroking that masculine's face. It's just so loving and so gentle, even though he's probably like a leper or something. This is what I'm talking about. They see themselves as less than you in some way. Like they see you as somebody who has the ability to just heal them in a way, or help them in a way, or just show them a gentle kind of kindness that they haven't gotten in a long time. I would say that this person is like, and I don't want to say a junkyard dog, but you know those dogs at the pound that like have been abused, and they just like, either they just sit in the back corner hoping nobody looks at them, or they'll just bark their little head off. I feel like this is the kind of energy of somebody who just hasn't been shown genuine care and genuine kindness in a really long time. And that's why they're not sure if they can trust it, okay? Because they just see you as somebody who's like just amazing, right? Their perception of you is incredible. But they're like, why do you like me? Why do you want me? Are you really going to be kind? It's like, man, like, I don't know what this person's been through. I just feel like they have a lot of baggage when it comes to actually letting people in and connecting with people on an emotional level, because they have been hurt so much in the past. And like I said, I think that's what's going to change your mind about how you're approaching this situation. You might want to withdraw because you feel like they're withdrawing. But now that you know that this person actually has some sort of emotional issue, or some sort of like emotional burden, or a reason why they are so guarded because they have been so hurt, it might soften you up a little bit. That's how I see you moving forward. Their desires and intentions for this connection, the Nine of Swords and the King of Cups, they want to stop overthinking this so much. They really want to share their emotion with you. They really want to be vulnerable with you. Something I will note for you guys is that on both sides, one side we have the Queen of Cups, one side we have the King of Cups. It's different decks, but they're a match either way. It doesn't matter if it's different decks or not. The King and Queen of Cups are always going to be a match for each other. They feel like they can meet you on an emotional level, but they are so haunted from something or some things from the past. They want to let it go, or they might even want to share that with you. What I would caution you against is like trauma bonding with anybody, because that's not necessarily a solid way of starting a relationship or a solid foundation for a relationship. I don't think you'll be able to relate to them in the ways in which they've been harmed or hurt, or the ways in which that they have experienced relationships in the past. All I think you'll be able to do is show them a new way, and show them that there are kind, genuine, loving, caring people out here in this world, and you just happen to be one of them, and you are attracted to them, and you maybe want to give them some kindness, some compassion, and some love. So the Five of Wands, the Princess of Chalices, and the Stars is how they want to move forward. They are going to push past their fear. They're going to connect with the way that you are being open with them, the way that you're showing them love, the way that you're showing up for them, and they're going to push past their fears. It's not going to be easy for them. This is something that I want you to understand. I don't want you to go into this lightly thinking, oh, my love is just going to heal them and fix them and make everything grand. They're still going to struggle with insecurity. But I think what's going to happen is that you're going to unlock that dam of emotion that they have. And some of that emotion is going to be for you. And they're going to just ride that wave. And it's going to create a lot of healing in the way that they see themselves, the way that they operate in the world, their perspective on relationships. I don't know if you guys are going to end up together forever, but I do see the potential here for something very meaningful and very healing for both sides of the coin. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be with you next time.